Malcolm in the Middle is full of characters who just stop existing. One week a girl is central enough to get Malcolm locked out of his own house.
I don't know where else I could have gone without somebody's parents turning me in.
And then 3 entire seasons go by and nobody says her name again. The Krellboyne classmate who was Malcolm's real intellectual rival disappears in the middle of his worst episode and never comes up again.
She's a slut.
She's a big slut.
And most people watching just figure that's what happens on a show that ran this long, that the writers got busy and moved on. They didn't. I'm going through every forgotten Malcolm in the Middle character, the ones who got nothing at all, the ones whose relationships ended on screen and then vanished completely, and the one the show followed for 2 straight seasons before simply letting her go. There's a group of characters on this show who have absolutely nothing. No goodbye scene, no last conversation, no line 3 seasons later where somebody brings them up while doing the dishes.
You have people thinking you're smart and creative all the time. I just got excited that people would think that about me for a change.
The show hands them a whole story and then behaves like they were never there. Take Barton. When Malcolm slips in the Krellboyne class rankings, Dean Herkeby punishes him by assigning him a tutor, a genuine child prodigy named Barton, brought in purely to humiliate him.
It's a stupid hydrostatic equilibrium. Just doesn't make any sense.
Well, it is awfully difficult, but don't despair. I am here for you, Malcolm, and I'll make sure that you get the help that you deserve.
Malcolm names the strategy out loud.
You know, Herkeby only made you my tutor to humiliate me.
I thought it was to humiliate me.
Barton delivers exactly that humiliation.
I remember my own birth.
And then he's gone. 1 episode, and nothing after it. Lori gets a bigger stage. At a company picnic, she and Malcolm are tied together for a 3-hour scavenger hunt.
It's so great to see you again, Malcolm.
Great to see you too.
And it goes well enough that he starts to think something's there. It isn't.
I've liked you for years. I think about you all the time.
Oh no.
She likes a boy named Gary Spindler instead, and when Malcolm won't let the question go, she finally answers it.
You're cute, smart, funny, and somehow you managed to mess that up. There is something wrong inside you. There is something rotten at the core of your personality.
She immediately regrets it, apologizes through tears, and hands him leaves to wipe his face with.
No, Malcolm, that's poison oak.
That's the last scene Lori is ever in. Then there's Danny, who isn't attached to Malcolm at all and still manages to threaten him personally. A neighbor asks Malcolm to help retrieve an urn her ex-boyfriend took and won't give back.
I need you to keep this between us, please. I love Jamie and he loves me, and I'd be crushed if I couldn't see him.
And Malcolm agrees without asking enough questions. The ex tracks him down on foot in a mall parking lot.
Malcolm, right? Who are you? My name's Danny. I believe you took something that belongs to me.
And tells him flatly that this isn't over. The urn, it turns out, holds 4 sets of remains. Her mother, his father, a dog they owned together, and a cat she had before they met.
You are going to give me that urn. I know where you live, so listen up. I'm gonna go get an allergy shot.
Danny gets his showdown and gets the urn back.
I just couldn't face hurting you. You deserved better from me.
Thank you.
That's the whole of Danny's story. In, out, and gone. The strangest one in this group doesn't even get a follow-up. While the rest of the family is off at the water park, Dewey is home with the babysitter, a stern elderly woman named Mrs. White, played by B. Arthur.
You're eating my buttons.
I wasn't eating. I was saving.
What are you, a hamster? What were you saving it for?
They spend the day clashing and slowly warming to each other, right down to sharing the exact same favorite button.
Actually, it's my favorite, too. What do you think of this one?
It's ugly. I hate it.
So do I.
That night, they dance together in the kitchen to Fernando by ABBA. Mid-dance, she collapses and is rushed off in an ambulance. The show never circles back to say what happened to her. An empty file is an empty file. Barton, Lori, Danny, and Miss White didn't move away or transfer schools or get grounded off screen because none of that is anywhere in the show. They just aren't in it anymore. At least none of them ever acted like they were coming back. Every Wilkerson kid gets a first real relationship on this show. And on Malcolm's side of the family, every person on the other end of one of those relationships disappears the moment it's over. Julie is the first one, and the ending is about as literal as it gets.
God, Malcolm, that's so good.
Malcolm develops a real crush on her, gets caught lying about his family's money to impress her, and finally melts down in public.
Dear Malcolm, this isn't just food. It's
It's an expression of how we all feel about you.
admitting he hates being poor.
Look, you're not poor anymore, so I don't want any more of your stupid pity, okay?
The next time she shows up, she surprises him at home during total chaos, gets frightened, and after catching him in the middle of a mortifying wardrobe malfunction, she runs off into the night.
I don't want to go anymore! Just leave me alone!
No more Julie. It's tempting to read that as Julie being scared of Malcolm specifically. Every other scene with her says otherwise. She's kind to him, protective of him, genuinely on his side. What she runs from that night isn't him, it's the house. Sarah gets a shorter, harder ending. Malcolm falls for her fast, starts getting into real trouble trying to hold on to her.
If you're seeing someone else, just tell me.
What?
I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from.
And when she finally leaves him at a party, all he has left is one line.
I gave you my soul, Sarah! I gave it to you! My soul!
She's already gone by the time he says it. Kirsten Stewart gets one Thanksgiving's worth of flirting, and it goes further than Malcolm expects.
I'm back.
Later that night, drunk, she wants to sleep with him, and he leaves instead of taking advantage of her.
Dude, you didn't take advantage of a drunk chick.
Malcolm doesn't see it that way. All he can say is that he chickened out. Then, nothing. Kirsten simply isn't part of the show anymore. Ronnie gets further. She and Malcolm co-write a story for the school literary magazine.
Ronnie, your story's fantastic. I love the ending.
Get hauled in front of the principal over it, and when the pressure gets real, she caves and asks Malcolm to sign a false confession alongside her.
I just want field hockey back.
That's the last anyone hears from either of them. Stephanie's exit is the shortest on this list. She meets Malcolm on a softball field.
Slow down, we haven't even kissed yet.
Malcolm, let's go. We got to get to your zit doctor before 5 o'clock.
Mom!
What? Your friend doesn't care about that. Look at her face. She probably goes to the same doctor.
And after watching him strike out, drop fly balls, she turns him down in one sentence.
You know what, Malcolm? I don't date guys who are involved with other women, especially when it's their mothers.
Vicky is the last small one, and Malcolm's problem with her is that she won't be seen with him in public.
Actually, Vicky and I are going to the mall to get lunch.
You are so funny.
At a school dance, she asks him to hide behind a plant instead of standing with her. He refuses.
You may not realize it, but there are girls who would be thrilled to be seen with me in public.
Malcolm, please.
And ends it himself.
Forget it, Vicky. It's over.
Whatever.
That's the end of Vicky. None of those cost Malcolm anything close to what Nikki did. He starts secretly dating her, gets caught kissing her by her own father.
Get your filthy mouth off of my daughter's face! Get in the truck.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be at work!
And comes out of it with both her dad and his own mother forbidding the relationship outright.
I talked to Nikki's father and he told me what happened. You are forbidden from seeing that girl again.
Mom.
Forbidden!
Months later, he loses far more than that. After a screaming match at home, he's locked out of his own house, and Nikki hides him in her family's attic.
You know, this is actually going to be pretty cool having you hiding up here right over my bedroom. You're like my little secret.
Where he lives off table scraps. She comes up to check on him there, trying to talk through her own crisis.
My dad just told me that he's dragging me on some camping trip with him and Trish. I can't spend an entire weekend in a tent with that woman.
And Malcolm won't stop talking over her about his own father instead.
You are the most selfish, thoughtless person that I have ever seen. From now on, I am not your girlfriend.
You're breaking up with me?
You have killed everything I have ever felt for you.
Malcolm loses his own house over this relationship, and for 3 full seasons afterward, nobody in it so much as says her name. Every one of those endings still handed Malcolm something. A scene, a line, a door closing while he watched it happen. There's one relationship on this show where the writers did the opposite, followed her for 2 straight seasons, and then simply stopped. Cynthia is introduced as Malcolm's actual equal, a Krellboyne, funny, and immediately more interested in a normal guy than in him.
Just kidding.
What?
Get a room.
Which somehow makes him more interested in her, not less.
The official self-defense system of the Israeli army. Maybe I'll show you sometime. If you think you can handle it.
A season later, she's important enough to have her own party in her honor, with a whole episode built around Malcolm trying not to embarrass himself in front of her friends.
I just want to say again that I'm sorry.
Fine. You want to alleviate your guilt?
When she leaves for a semester in New York, the show doesn't let the absence sit quietly. The next time she shows up, the episode is called, plainly, Cynthia's Back. The show already knows how to bring her back.
Bobby?
In season 4, Malcolm hits the worst stretch of his life, a nickname that won't die.
Hey, Danny. Yo, Stain, what's up?
A rumor following him through the halls, a volunteer program that throws him out despite an apology. Cynthia is the one person still trying to reach him through it.
Malcolm! Malcolm! Hey, come to the Y with me. I think a good yoga class would really help center you. And there are boys.
Telling him he doesn't have to care what people think. He pushes her away, telling her she's better off without him. She doesn't leave. Minutes later, Malcolm steals his father's spare key, gets behind the wheel of a car, and announces to anyone who will listen that he's going to ram it into his mother's car on purpose, so the fallout gets him sent to military school like Francis.
Love of God, your shirt tail's stuck in the door! Take me with you!
What stops him is Cynthia, yelling across the parking lot loud enough for the whole school to hear.
If you do this, I will never have sex with you again.
Again?
They had sex?
You had sex with her?
You had sex?
It works instantly. It also does exactly what it was always going to do to her. Within seconds, the crowd is repeating it back.
She's a slut.
She's a big slut.
Malcolm's own reaction is almost worse than the rumor itself.
Wow, I could really learn a lesson from this, but all I can think about right now is how the whole school is convinced that I had sex.
Get out of that car this instant!
She walks away having just told her entire school she's slept with him. That is the last time Cynthia is seen or heard in the original series. The last thing she ever does on screen is publicly destroy her own reputation to save Malcolm from himself. A theory that circulates online says she switched schools afterward, too embarrassed to ever face Malcolm again. The show never says that. It never shows it. Nobody in it ever brings up where she went. The closest thing to an answer arrives 20 years later in the revival, and it isn't an answer either. On the wall of Malcolm's teenage daughter's bedroom hangs a poster, a speech bubble with 2 words in it. Cynthia says, "A USA tour, special guests, live in person," a column of dates down one side. Online, people took that to mean she's fronting a punk band now, 2 decades on. Look at the photograph on it though. That's Cynthia at 15, lifted straight out of the original show. It isn't a picture of who she became, it's something old, hanging in a kid's bedroom, and the show never explains what the tour was or how the poster got there. The last thing anyone actually knows about Cynthia is still the parking lot. And if you want more of what this family never tells you, this one is up next. Insane facts about Malcolm in the middle you never knew.